Hi, this is Ada. I wanted to take a few minutes and share with you some of the things that I strongly believe in and why I think they can make a difference in our lives. I talk, I coach, I write. One of the core things that I am so passionate about and that it crosses all of those boundaries is what I call the 7 pillars of a happy and successful life. Those pillars are personal, physical, emotional, spiritual, professional, financial, and relationships. A lot of people talk about those things. A lot of people write about those things. My perspective is different than a lot of what you have probably seen and heard. Just like GPS needs to know where you're at before it can get you to where you want to go. With the 7 pillars, I believe it starts with knowing where you're at in each of those areas. What's working, what's not working, what you feel good about, what you would like to be different. Because only when you know where you're at are you going to be in a position to create a roadmap to where you want to go. It makes perfect sense to me. And yet, so often I find that people just focus on where they want to go without paying attention to where they're at. And without starting there, I don't believe that you truly can create lasting success and achieve the things that matter the most to you. It's not about what society says you should do or mom and dad expect you to do. It's about what in your heart of hearts really matters to you and doing those things that are most important to you and building a life that is going to bring you joy and satisfaction. Once we have explored the 7 pillars of life, we move on to the ABCDs of change. The A is for achieving clarity. Now, if we've really done a deep dive on the 7 pillars, clarity is pretty well there. There may need to be a little bit of refinement at this point, but it's already pretty solid. The next thing is to build a roadmap that's going to take you from where you are to where you want to go. And part of that is building momentum to get you there so that you don't struggle so hard. And so you can see change happening. And so you have the energy and the enthusiasm to keep persisting and to doing the things that you need to do to get you there. Once you have that momentum kicking in, it's not long before change happens. And you see it and you feel it and you know it. It's time to celebrate that change. And then it's time to choose something else that you want to accomplish and to reboot and to do it all again. I've taught these principles to hundreds of individuals one-on-one. I've taught them to thousands in groups and workshops and a variety of different arenas. I've gotten lots of testimonials. I've gotten lots of feedback. But I want to tell you about one that meant more to me than any of the others. I'm going to call her Mary Beth. Mary Beth had a history of making really lousy choices when it came to men. She had, she has 4 kids with 3 fathers. All of them have been drug addicts, drug abusers, drug pushers, ex-cons, running from the cops, or a combination thereof. She knew that she wanted a better life for her kids. She knew that if she was going to have that better life, that she had to get out of the situation that she was in. And that meant leaving Sacramento. She made the determination to reach out to extended family in Arizona. And they told her she would be welcome to come there, and to the limited ability that they would have, they would be happy to help her. She started making plans. She created a roadmap. She started salting money away, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit someplace else, always concerned that her significant other might find it. She almost had enough when he found one of her stashes. He was absolutely furious that she had been hiding money from him, but he wasn't too proud to take it and go spend it on more drugs. At that point, she knew that if she didn't do something, nothing would ever change. She gathered up the money that she had stashed in a variety of places. A few friends and people that cared about her kicked in 20 or 30 bucks each to give her a little bit more money. She packed her kids and a few of her possessions in her car. Her car wasn't roadworthy. It was an old rattle trap that might as well have been held together with baling wire and duct tape. But with faith and with courage, she headed for Arizona. She texted me when she was on her way to tell me that she had left. I texted her and wished her a safe journey. And then I prayed because I was truly concerned about how roadworthy her car wasn't and her ability to get safely to Arizona. A few weeks later, I got a text from her that said she was there safely, but that she was suicidal, but that she was getting help. I responded that I was so grateful that she had arrived safely and that she was getting help for those suicidal feelings that she was experiencing. I didn't hear any more from her. And with time, she sort of disappeared off my radar. 3 years later, I opened Facebook one day and I had a message from her. You showed me a way. I left and never looked back. 3 years later, I work, have a house, 2 cars, all of my kids are happy, and I married a good man 10 days ago. He has no record, no tattoos, never done drugs, has a job. Ada, you really did help me, and I thank you. When I read that, I bawled. I was so grateful to know that she was in a better place, not only for her, but for her kids. You want to know why I do what I do? It's because I see change in the life of people like Mary Beth. I want to make a difference in the life of somebody you know or in your life. I know that these principles work. I've seen them. If these principles could create that kind of change in Mary Beth's life, think about what they could do for you or somebody that you love. Contact information will be posted below this video. But know that no matter where you are or what's going on in your life, you're worth having clarity about what matters to you and a way to achieve it. And I'm the person who can help you do that. Thanks for listening. Talk to you again.